What's up, everybody? It's Matt from Webb-Inc. Here at Webb-Inc. we talk about health, wealth, relationships, and so much more. But today we're going to talk about the important things to start a business. When I first started going on my journey, I just assumed it was picking a name, registering it with a business, and then just making money. It is just not that simple. That's why in today's video, we're going to talk about all the key important things you need to do in order to get your business started, up and running, and making money. So, when you're starting your business, right, some of the most important things to think about is, what is it that you love, right? Everybody has, or most people are working for other people for so long, right? They hate it, they punch the clock, go in, go out, rinse, repeat, life just gets boring, they hate their boss, and now you have this idea to start your own business and do it in something you love. Along that journey, you're going to find things that aren't just easy and simple, right? They're going to be painstaking, you're going to have to be patient. In being patient, you're going to end up finally, after a certain period of time, getting to the point where you want to be. One of the first things you want to do, though, is pick a name. For me, for example, right, I had INC at the end of my name. When I went to go register the business, INC at the end of my name was a no-go. So I then had to change my name from that. So search through SBA, they'll have a list of some of the local businesses or businesses across whatever the state or your country that will tell you the business name that you have, so you can cross-reference it versus everybody else. Then you're going to want a business address or a mailing address. You can get one through a UPS. What I suggest is doing a shared office situation. That offers you conference rooms, office space, right? Because a lot of people bootstrap their business, which I did as well. So what I did was I called around. I found a shared office space right down the street from my house. As I said, that gave me my conference rooms. It'll take my mail. Now, after you register your business, there's many more forms. So first, registering your business, it's not just going to happen overnight. It may take a week or two. And at this point, now you have your business mailing address. Now from there, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get a certificate of formation. Certificate of formation it's just a simple template. You can go online, find a template, fill in your information, mail in a check for New Hampshire. It's $100. You mail it in the state. That also allows you to open a business account. If it's an LLC, you're going to have to get general liability insurance just in case something was to happen. Also, on top of that, yeah, I know I'm going on and on about all these mundane, boring things, right? But these are the necessities in order to start your business. You're going to need to get a TIN or an EIN number, which is a tax identification number. After you've done all that, right, so you've picked your name, made sure that no other business in your state or local area has that name, you're then going to have you also have your shared office at this point, right? You have your certificate of formation that you mailed in. Some of these things could take up to 2 to 3 weeks, but as long as you're patient, they will come. Now, next step is to find a website to host your business, right? Because that is just one of the best ways, especially in the world we're coming into. So there's WordPress. WordPress is one of the absolute best of the best places to build your website. But the problem is, for newcomers, it can be very difficult. So I suggest GoDaddy, Wix. There's literally endless amounts of places that will host your website, all of which I'll link in the description below. From there, you're going to want to build your website, make it exactly how you want it, and then also a very, very important key fact. You want to make sure that your website is not also being used through someone else, right? Because you don't want so for me, for example, it was Webb-Works. That was the name of the company. For some reason, someone else had that taken up, so I had to do web-works.com. The .com is important. I mean, you don't want an organization, you don't want a .net. It's just difficult, and people are not often going to find it. That's just the beginning of starting your business together. That's paperwork, websites, so on and so on and so on. Now, here comes for the hard part, right? Now, how do you get new customers, new leads? there's many different ways you can do that, right? You build yourself a Facebook business page, and all the other social medias also business pages. And then on top of that, Google My Business is also a free thing. You can put up your name, your address, the address to your shared office, which is always the best way to go. And then you can put in your phone number. I mean, if things are a little tight and you're just starting off and you're bootstrapping it, you can put your own personal cell phone on there if need be. And then what that'll do is Google will change the number on there so that it's not actually your number. There are many different ways and many different tools to help you and guide you to build your business. What I suggest doing is just taking it one step by one step by one step by one step. Me, when I first started, I had no idea, right, that there was all this paperwork, all these fees, all this waiting, and all these tiny little finite details that can hold you up. So don't get discouraged by any of the paperwork or any of the fees or any of that. Your dream is your dream, and you're going to live it to the best. Because honestly, who wants to work for someone their whole entire life just to come to find out you get fired after 25 years? My mom worked for More Walls. She was extremely happy, loved it, making great money, and then all of a sudden one day it just got ripped out from underneath their feet. I learned from that lesson. The biggest lesson I learned was that no one is ever going to really truly take care of me. Yes, the people you work with may seem like they care about you, your best friends, whatever, but at the end of the day, all they are is looking out for themselves. So start your business, make sure it's something that you love, follow all the right steps, and I promise you, you will live a happy, healthy, amazing life. But just remember, owning your own business is like putting out fires every single day, right? So in the beginning, I bootstrapped her, right? So I worked a full-time job on top of doing all this, on top of doing creating YouTube videos, and it is just overwhelming, stressful, and many times I just thought about quitting. But you just gotta remember every single day that the reason you're doing this is so that you can live that life that you truly want to live. Most people go into work every single day and they hate their lives. They hate their boss, they hate their coworkers, and they hate what they do, right? Because they went to college for something that they did not like or they did not want to do. I can't remember what the exact statistic is, but most people that go to college end up with $150,000, $200,000 in debt, and they don't even want to do what they're doing. So I hope all of this was helpful tips. Please leave comments below. Don't forget to give one of these, subscribe. See you every single week, guys.